In natural presence is the normal model where you can hit each other, kiss each other, hug each other, push each other. You know, it's where we love and where we laugh and where we die and where we are born. So that's our natural state of being. And we make all these systems, you know, in a sort of impersonal, forever way. That does not resonate with what is actually good for us, or for the trees, or for the fish, or for the, you know, for many things around us. But these systems also have the potential to nurture us and to let us better understand what we're part of and better understand each other. We now live in an era where things changed extremely fast. So you could actually think of that we are in a global experiment that no one designed for 20 years now, where we in 20 years changed the way we communicate and the way we deal with information within 2 decades after millennia of experience in how to talk and communicate and have justice and make families and so. So this is an amazing time that we are living in. What's also worrying is that it's designed, the companies who run it is designed by profit and not by balance in living together. Yet what you see is that because so many people, I mean billions of people are now participating in this, is that more and more participatory systems, systems in which people participate, emerge. The way we communicate and the way we share information is very fundamental to how the social structures we create. So we always think about time and place dimensions, but actually when we use different media, we change how we relate to each other and also what we can do. Our agency is deeply affected. With the internet emerging and doing so much things online and the mobile networks, you see that in mediated presence, we really has become part of our everyday communication with each other. And where maybe in the 1990s people still talked about virtual reality or cyberspace, it really isn't true. It's all here. It's all now. And it's all, so my relation with you is also defined by the emails we exchange, the SMSs, and the meetings. Because we are mortal beings. And also the body is a much more refined instrument of knowledge than any information or communication technology can provide us with. You know, we smell, we sense, we have a sense of space. So the bandwidth of communication is much larger when you're in physical presence with each other. And you need that when you have to agree on what's good to do or to evaluate, because we are all very different. We have very different backgrounds, we have different skills, different knowledge. So we have to overcome a lot before we can agree, even before we can start to communicate. Once you create a community, or you are part of a community, you have become part of a community, and you have these merging realities of mediated and natural presence, of networks, of, you know, real things, real people, and people on your iPad or whatever. The fundamental glue that makes a community is trust. It's the thing that happens in between. No one knows what it actually exactly is. So we always have stories to talk around it. And you know, in the literature on trust, it's always 3 things. It's the integrity, it's the benevolence, and it's capability. So those are sort of the whole, it always comes back to those 3. But those 3 do not explain why more than 1 billion people within a decade changed their communication behavior. Really not. So that was my question. What happened? You know, I don't know about the integrity of Google. I don't know about the benevolence. The capability I can check. But I can only check what I ask. I don't know what else they do. So the classical trust configuration, which is used in a lot of analysis, doesn't work. It does not explain why we all changed. We have this new speed and scale of information and communication. But the last 20 years, where we had all these curves that go like this, you know, if you see all the curves, like little lot, little lot. Those curves are all driven by driven by profit. And for us as users, by, great new possibilities. Wow, let's explore, let's do it. And, these are old wishes of humankind, to be able to talk to someone who's not next to you. I mean, people have been dreaming about this for millennia. Or being able to see someone in another place, really, yeah? I mean, this is also, we really are fulfilling old humankind dreams with these technologies. But the way the governance of these technologies is organized now is driven by monocultures of companies in one hardcore neoliberal market model. To look at this whole development as a participatory system, I mean, the Earth is a participatory system, a village is a participatory system, but Facebook is also a participatory system, and eBay is a participatory system. So you can think of different combinations where there is an infrastructure, there's distributed ICT, so telephones, internet, whatever, and there's social structure, and it's one system. So it may leave a question like, who is designing? And I think that's also interesting of these participatory systems. It's not one person or one architect. It's, it's different levels. It's both infrastructure and ICT and social structures. It's both the people who design the first system and the people who are going to build it, and then the people who are going to use it. And by using it, they will change it and they will adapt it, on all levels. So a good participatory system, like the planet Earth, keeps on changing.